Oh When the Saints is a famous example of a Dixieland song. It's a tune that most people will recognise even if they've never tried to play it before. It uses just 5 notes on the keyboard from C up to G, so our hand is in what should now be a familiar position with thumb on C, pinky on G, so that we cover all the notes from C up to G. And our hand stays in that position for the whole piece. This piece starts with an anacrusis. That is a very posh word, and it means that there's an extra few notes at the beginning of the tune before the first chord comes in. So you don't play the left-hand chord, which happens to be a C, until we hit that note G in the right hand. The tune carries on like this. There are 3 chords in this tune, C, F and G. C is the very bottom key on the keyboard. Make sure you switch the accompaniment on-off button to on so that the chord sounds like this. We'll also need an F chord and a G chord. It's always a good idea to practice hands separately. So once you've had a good go at the tune in the right hand, have a go at playing these chords just by themselves. C, which eventually changes to G, back to C, F, C, then at the end we have a quick change from G straight back to C. Oh When the Saints is a Dixieland tune, and you should find that there's a Dixieland style on the keyboard. Find the Style button, which is somewhere to the right of the display panel. Press it once and then press the plus button and cycle through the options until you find Dixieland. Depending on which keyboard you have, it might be a different number. On this particular keyboard, which is a YPT 260, the Dixieland style is number 49. Hit start stop and we'll hear what that sounds like. It's quite fast. If you want to slow it down, press the tempo tap button and then the minus to reduce the tempo or the speed of the music. Dixieland music sounds great with a clarinet sound, so if we press the voice button to the right of the display panel and then press the plus button, we can cycle through all these various different instruments until we arrive at the woodwind section. You might see instruments like oboe, saxophone, flute, piccolo. Somewhere in there, hopefully, we will find a clarinet. Now on the YPT 260, the clarinet is number 146 and it sounds like this. By using the Dixieland style and by finding the clarinet voice, we can make this music sound much more authentic. Another good idea is to use the sync start button. The chords are switched on, as you can hear if I play a chord with my left hand. We have our clarinet voice and we've got our Dixieland style. Press the sync start button. Nothing appears to happen, but you may see something flashing on the display panel. What that means is as soon as you hit the first chord, the beat will start playing at the same time. If I press this C chord right down at the bottom of the keyboard, you'll see the effect. So, by pressing the sync start button before we start to play, the beat will start as soon as we hit the first chord, and the music will sound like this. You may notice I was showing off there, but never mind. That's how we play Oh When the Saints.